It's just this kind of tight feeling. Just it's not resolvable. Through any reasoning, it's not okay. However much you rationalize, it's just it's too much.
Human condition?
I don't really know what the human condition is.
We think that we're alone in most of what we experience, but we all go through the same things pretty much, and just, in a different light.
I think the essential of being a human being is probably purpose or finding purpose.
Experiencing pain and sadness, like in any capacity, falling in love, getting your heart broken. How we cope with those things is what makes us all different, but the initial feeling behind it is pretty much all the same.
All I want today is Taco Bell with a large drink, and I would like the number 9, and that's like, I think, the crunchy taco wrap supreme or something, and then it comes with an extra taco on the side. You can get like soft or hard taco. When I was born, I came into this world the wrong body, but we're working on that. The past 8 months I've gone through dealing with my hormones and dealing with all the stuff that kind of comes with being a woman. When I close my eyes, I see possibility and room for growth. I see someone that's genuinely trying to live a honest life. I see struggle. I see hope. But I just don't know how to get there yet. And I'm just worried, like, will people actually see me as a human being and be able to kind of connect with me? And that makes it even harder to be accepted by society when you look a certain way. You play this game, of looking in one way but living life another way. It's sad.
Setup there.
Hi.
Right. I feel like people are afraid of themselves. People are afraid of their own voices. They don't want to cope with anything that has to do with the real them.
Actually, we all the same. We all like.
I think that's something we have in common, the struggle.
Because you can't act hurt, in a land of wolf. This is a jungle of cement.
This could have been a good planet. Eve didn't bite that apple. Once Eve bite that apple, that was just what poison on the planet. Call it sin, and the devil love it.
The city is a nest of scorpions, thriving, eating each other. I feel like it wants to eat me. I feel like it wants me to just jump in and let myself be consumed.
Hello?
There's a firm held belief out there that you can control things. Fun fact, you can't. I was a baby, a little over a year old. My mom and her sister and friends were playing with the Ouija board, having some wine, hanging out, and all it wanted to talk about was me. And that ghost story was pretty fundamental to my identity. Just growing up feeling spectral. are very thinly separated.
None of us is separate. I think that I'm a part of you, and I think that I'll be a part of everything when I die.
We're spiritual beings living a human existence.
You can be lonely in a crowd of people.
I feel separate. I'll be very honest with you. It feels like an outdated toy. At one point, it was something that everyone enjoyed, had fun with, but it's forgotten about now.
I've always felt separate. Always.
I mean, when I was younger, I had bad issues. Like, I was so fucking weird, and I was so, because my father died when I was really young. He died when I was 11, and all this catastrophic, really sad times, happening in that moment in my life. And I didn't know that I had anything to help me kind of, through that.
I want to be able to give my daughter, the freedom of choice. What it means to value honesty, value loyalty, value kindness, love what life is really about, the energy, the universe.
I've had problems with anxiety and stuff, no more than anyone else. I mean, maybe more than other people, but... And I was living with this woman who basically opened my eyes to the fact that maybe I have a bit of an issue with substances. It's like being stuck in a wood, and you'd have to suffer the night, and it would get cold. But ultimately in the day, you couldn't even see where you're going.
Sadness looks like someone you want to help, but you know that you never will be able to because they don't want to help themselves fundamentally.
Addiction is very powerful, and it will tear you apart if you don't get help for it.
It just scares me when a person's in denial. That's when it scares me, because then I want to help you, but what can you understand? If you're not believing in yourself and you're not believing there's a problem, what can I do for you? And it's hard to get somebody out of that place. It's hard to get somebody out of that dark zone.
It's a thing that never ends. It's something in your life that you just can't stop. You can't, no matter how hard you try, you need help. You need some kind of help somehow.
And that whole vicious cycle all over again. Doing the same thing every day, looking for different results.
Watching my brothers and my father during addiction, I had to be strong. But I don't never look down at them because I know it's a disease and I know it's something that they can't control. I know a lot of people out there, to me, they're cold-hearted. When I see people down, looking down at addicts and stuff, you don't know what they're going through, you know what kind of life they live. Everybody has their story. There was a time that I went to my brother, somebody called me and he was dead. He was dead, he was overdosed. When I went to him, he was purple. And I guess, I always say it was my love or something that bring him back, because when I got there and I was screaming his name and punching him and slapping him, it's when he, when I was please, please, is when he came back to life.
You fuck up. And I love you. Love, first of all, is not a feeling. Love is you do it. It says it clearly in the Bible. A lot of people think it's a feeling, and it's not. It's just an action. You just gotta do it.
A girl named Oasis. That's the deepest love I ever felt. Like golden liquid pouring from a silver sky. It's the best way to describe it. Talking about her, this whole center is all mushy. Right here, just talking about her, my face hurts. She's the best and the worst.
But a lot of people that I see experiencing love have a lot of pain, and I feel like I have enough pain. So it feels like I'm almost better off without it.
Heartbreak told me what love was.
Love is a really beautiful thing when it's going on, man. But once that love is done, it's things happen, So yeah, I've been heartbroken before.
Everything that dies gives birth to something else.
So just because I feel a certain way right now, it's not going to last.
A broken heart. I feel like a broken heart initially feels like what I would imagine, like the oxygen being turned off on you.
I see really weird. I see me as a kid.
She's lost.
But it's not an accurate depiction of exactly how I look.
Hidden by.
But it's like I'm standing like on this very blank stage, just like looking around.
Living a life.
And I can see myself hearing my voice right now. And looking really lost.
I think for me, one of the most painful things that I have to deal with is kind of coming to terms with the idea that I've kind of embarked on this transition and I might not fully be able to be the way that like I kind of like envision myself being. I just think it's like I don't know. I think I kind of would have thought about it a little bit more before, and I think yeah, I don't know. I forgot what the fucking question was. That I'm never going to be able to kind of get to the end, you know, like with how I see myself and like how I want to be. I don't think I'll ever get there. And that's terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying.
Contraction 23 centimeters. She goes, what about meds? I'm like, she's young and stupid, trying to do this natural.
Feels like I want to give up.
Somebody pray.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
I was so lucky that anyone cared. And actually the fact that someone cared was so much more effective than the actual treatment itself. When I think you're that imbalanced chemically and you've isolated yourself to that point, I think you can tell yourself that you're not seeing people, you haven't got a connection with people because they are shit. You know, you defend yourself. You don't want to admit that you're the reason for your loneliness. So when people put put their hand out to help and sincerely help with no agenda of their own other than like you being well. I think that opened up a whole new thought for me that I had been lacking for a long time. I think having a connection with other humans is like kind of one of the things that makes life worth living.
Every day you wake up, it's a clean page of a book. You get to write your story every day. And when you're not in this world no more, you want to leave a story where people are going to remember you by. A good one, exciting.
This right here is life, right here. Not what happened yesterday and not what's gonna happen tomorrow, but right now is life.
Without no struggle, there's no progress. Like, you gotta go through some shit in order to learn some shit. You know something's wrong. That's enough to make a change.
You'll never get an answer. You're constantly searching for something you will never get an answer for. So grab onto something that makes sense. And then good luck.
The hope is this, hearing other people's experience. They have a moment to say, you know what, I make a difference.
To love, to be sympathetic towards one another, compassion, that's what we're here for. That's it.
This is who I've been waiting for. And the feeling that she gives me is indescribable to anything that I've ever felt before. She's so small, but her love is so big, it's massive. It fills me up with so much joy, hope, love, possibility, motivation, inspiration, even fear. I'm so afraid all the time.